feeling is the secret. The feeling gets the blessing. You cannot change your life if you don't change your energy. To change your energy is to change your state, to change how you feel, right? We all have an emotional home, a default where we feel most of the time. And you could say that based on how you feel, you have a certain energy. It's almost like a vibrational identity, a vibrational signature that is uniquely you, based on all the thoughts, all the memories, all that conditioning that you have, right? It creates that state that you live in most of the time, right? And you could say that that state carries out information. You're constantly sending that information out into the field, out into life, into the universe, whatever you prefer, right? And all energy carries information. So the law of cause and effect tells us that, okay, what you send out comes back, right? So we all know an angry person who always creates situations to be angry, to be pissed off at, right? And it's the same if you're anxious or insecure. You keep on creating such a situation. You keep on attracting certain people. You keep on creating certain experiences in your life based on how you feel, based on your energy, based on that vibrational identity. Yeah? So you want to create different things in your life. You want to attract certain things. You want 2025 to be your best year yet. You gotta realize this simple truth. I have created my life right now based on who I was, based on who I am being right now. I'm creating the next moment. The biggest trap that people face is that they're letting what is control how they think, how they feel, control that vibrational energy, that the vibrational state that we talked about, right? So I see my bank account, I see the state of my relationship, I see my work, I see the world, I see everything around me. And what is control the way I think, control the way I feel, control my state, my attitude. And so I act according to what is. And so you remain in that same level of consciousness so far. And as Einstein told us, you cannot change your world. You cannot fix a problem with the same level of consciousness that created it. So if we stay on this logic, who you are created what you have. So the question is, who do I need to become? How do I need to feel? What is the energy that I need to start to send out for me to start creating things radically different? I don't know what your goals are. I don't know what your ideal life. I don't know what you want to create in your life. But whatever it may be, even if it's just one area of your life, you got to realize that I have created this. So how did I create this is a beautiful question. What are the thoughts? What are the beliefs? What are the energy? What is it that I keep projecting on this area of my life that keeps creating those situations in my life? One of the simplest questions that I strongly invite you to meditate upon, to really anchor, is this. If I were to already achieve my goal, my desire, that thing that I want, right? If I were to create this now, it's done. How would I feel? How would it make me feel if I already had achieved what I want? Get that feeling. This is the feeling that will get the blessing. So let's say, how would I feel if I already had that job that's making a certain amount of money and I really love it? You get that feeling, right? Feel that feeling, feel that vibration, feel that energy, because in that energy, you're sending out. Now you become an equivalent match in that moment. When it's done, it doesn't need to be done or achieved and so on. Once you can get in the state of the wish fulfilled, as Neville Goddard would say, you become a magnet for it. It doesn't matter how it comes about. It doesn't matter how it's going to come and what you need to do. This is not the point. The point is to get in the state. The point is to shift your energy, your attitude is to become familiar with the new you, with the new feeling that you need to sustain, that you need to embody, that you need to become very, very familiar with. Because as the Bible says, you cannot serve two masters at the same time. You cannot let what is control the way you think, you feel, that vibrational energy, and expect anything to change. Right? So you gotta stop letting the old thought, the old perception, the old belief, the old emotion control you, and let the old environment and the old tricks and distraction control and impress your mind again and again and again. You gotta reverse engineer. You gotta mind engineer your life. How? By assuming the state of the wish fulfilled. This is how I need to feel. This is the vibration. This is the energy that can bring about what I need. So then you can align your thoughts, you can align belief, you can align, your whole state to start reflecting this. That doesn't mean that you feel this way 24/7, that you never allow to feel anything else. That's insane. But it's just to become familiar. It's just to start thinking this way, start feeling this way, start embodying, start showing up this way. Stop letting what is control the way you think, how you feel, what is possible for you, define you, and so on. Start letting your imagination take control and plant new idea, plant new seed in your mind, and send that vibration, send that energy out. What you're gonna start seeing is evidence, small little things, small little experiences, to start giving you evidence that something has changed. Because when you change your energy, you change your life. The moment you change your energy and you persist and you maintain it, life being a mirror will start reflecting that to you. There might be a delay, there might be just small things at first, but if you persist and if you don't fall into the trap of letting the current world, your current experience, take your attention, take your thought, take your energy away again, that's the trap. When you do that, notice, come back to the feeling, come back to the thought, come back to the mantra, come back to that image, whatever works for you. Discipline your mind, discipline your attention. And you do that over and over and over and over again. Before you know it, things drastically change because you have changed. And when you can live in that state and it starts to feel normal and natural, and your self-image and your whole identity has changed because you've been conditioning yourself to live in that state of calmness or joy or abundance versus the old insecurity and lack and neediness that used to pollute and permeate your mind all the time. That's when you know big things are about to change, because the moment it becomes like a subconscious thing, the moment it becomes like an identity, now your whole life will start to reflect this in big ways. So you might lose certain things. Some people might leave you, some things might collapse to make way for new things as well. But this is all part of the process. Sometimes we have to be willing to let go of what's no longer serving us, those old attachments we have to those old ideas, those old beliefs, those old people, in order to be able to make space and welcome new things in our life. So remember this question, remember your goal. How would I feel if I already had achieved it? And just anchor that in your mind, anchor that in your body. And every day, a couple of times a day, really soak that in. Stop letting what is control the way you think and feel. And let your imagination, let your focus, let that question anchor something greater in you. And you will see that the feeling is the secret, and that the feeling will get your blessing. Let me know what you think down in a comment. As always, hit that subscribe button. See you next time. Be well.